G'day everyone, Greg here. Well, here I am in my new beautiful kitchen, well at least for today. And today I'm going to make a delicious beef rendang made the way that one of my good friends Shannon makes it. I'm actually making this for like a family of 20 people, or it could be about 10. But still, there's a lot of people, so I'm going to be making a lot of food. So let me show you what I'm using. For starters, I'm cheating and I'm using the ayam Rendang curry paste. And this is a really good curry paste, by the way. And so is this coconut milk, the ayam. Today we're using lots of beef, lots of fresh vegetables. I'll be saying it along the way. Let's start cooking. All right, it's actually really easy to make this meal, so you'll be surprised just how easy it is. And another thing is that normally we're probably going to be cooking it in this. But, well, we are cooking it in this, but we're going to finish it off in the oven. Just something a little bit different. So for starters, I'm going to have some coconut oil. This is always good in the curries. Gives it that authentic taste. And next we add the curry paste. So because I'm using so much meat, I'm going to need a couple of jars of this curry paste actually. Feeding a lot of people today, so that's the reason I'm using 2 jars. I think it's 700 grams of meat per jar. And if you can see the size of my meat here, well, you'd be pretty impressed. But I'm using quite a lot. So we'll whack this in. We just need to cook this until it gets nice and fragrant, just maybe a minute. So we just need to sort of open the pores up of this curry. All right, well, I mean, the fragrance of this is just so beautiful. And now we need to add the meat in. And, well, this is a chuck steak because we are cooking it in the oven. I got a cheaper cut, but normally you probably want to use a rump steak. And just a tip, when you do add your steak in or your meat, don't spin it around because that will just stew the meat. We don't want it stewed. We want it nice and delicious. So when you do add the meat, just add it in, let it sit, let it sear, and then after a while, we'll spin the meat over, simmer, seal, and then afterwards, we can all sort it out. It'll sort itself out after that, don't you worry. Okay, well I think this is ready to turn over. Oh, listen to that sound. The meat's got stuck around the spoon. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you. It's happened to me. Get off there. So we just give it the spin. By the way, the temperature of this is really hot. You want it really hot to sear the meat. And while that's cooking, how about we start doing the vegetables? Now today I'm using some eggplant, probably something that, you know, a lot of people wouldn't use, but mate, this vegetable is one of the best. It's really tasty. So you're going to cut it into sizes that are about the size of the meat that we're using. That's the tip of this. You cut it into the same size as the meat. And when you've cut it, the best way to do this is just stand it up and then you cut down that way and cut down that way. And it's all into those little sections, which is what we're looking for. Pretty easy, huh? Now I certainly hope that was the right way to cut it up. I really don't know. I just got told to do it this way. But we're sticking it in a bowl now. I hope I'm sticking it in the bowl right. If I'm not, please let me know down below, because I don't know. Now we're going to add a few extra ingredients if I don't lose them everywhere. And, well, some chilli. Now my friend that is behind the scenes telling me what to do put 3 chilies in front of me, and well, that's not even I'm that silly, but obviously she can be. But there's no way I'm using that many. I'm going to be just using half a chilli today. Even that's probably too much. But she hasn't said anything yet, so I'm guessing it's probably all right. But we'll get those seeds out. Although I would prefer to leave those in. Because, you know, I'm a man. I'm tough. Got steel parts. But, you know, there's going to be kids eating this meal, so they just ruin everything, don't they? They ruin all the fun. Apparently. Although I have been having fun with them today playing cards. Getting flogged, by the way. But I want to cut this chilli up into small bits because we don't want big chunks of chilli throughout this meal. We want nice little bits that can mix through this curry dish nice and easily. So now I've got some coriander. I know it's everyone's favourite herb. Well, I know in my comments section, everyone always gets at me, Greg, what are you using coriander for? It's gross. Well, it isn't gross, it's delicious. So I use it all the time. But I'm just going to use a nice little light cut. And it's not for cooking with right now, it's for later on as a garnish. Do we want the stems and stalks in the garnish? Probably not. I'm getting the head shaking. Oh, Gregor, we don't. So to keep everything nice and neat, we'll just add that into a bowl, just for later, as you do. There's a dishwashing machine in this house, so it's not as though I've got heaps of stuff to wash up later on anyway. But this steak, I reckon, is looking really good. And we've just let it just sear on both sides. So now, you can really just give it a nice mix through. That smells good already. And I haven't even started cooking it properly yet. Now, once you've browned the meat, I think that looks pretty brown, that meat, right? Looking pretty good to me. Now we add in the other ingredients. So we'll start off with some coconut milk. This is a good one. Although it is coconut milk, I usually use coconut cream actually. I hope this one's a good coconut milk. I'm pretty sure it is. I was told it was very good by people who actually know. Just mix that through. Alright, so we're going to really add a few extra things to this, which, well, it's just really going to boost up the flavours of this rendang. So we've got some kaffir lime leaves here. Delicious, mate. These are perfect for Asian cooking. You got to put that in. Something else for Asian cooking is some ginger. We got like 4 nice slices here. Just throw those in. Actually, there's 5. And here we got some palm sugar. Beautiful stuff, this. Just whack some of that in. We'll also add in the chilli. And here you may notice I've got some lemongrass. This adds the best flavour to Asian dishes. Now, to really get the flavour out of this, you need to bang it with a knife pretty hard. So we'll do that. That'll break the fibres up and release all the flavours of this. So I'm just going to cut that in half. Chuck that in. Better give it a stir first. Make sure everything's going in and mixing through. Oh man, this smells amazing already. And finally, our last ingredient that we're adding to this is the eggplant. Pour that in. And now we're just going to let this sweat out a little bit. Mix it, spread it out properly. And stick the lid on. And we'll let it bubble away just for maybe 5 minutes before we whack it in the oven. So let's go and preheat that. Good idea. We'll set it to about 200 degrees Celsius. Okay, so it's been stewing for about 5 minutes. Oh, we can see that all the flavours are coming up to the top. So we just need to stir this through carefully. Or if you're really clumsy, uncarefully, but I wouldn't be doing it uncarefully because that's just silly. So we'll just try and get all the coating on this eggplant. Right, lid back on, oven's preheated. So we're gonna whack this in. Oh boy, actually, before you do that, make sure you turn your cooker off. I got told that by a very wise person. Tell you what, this is gonna be a good workout, this one. Oh boy. Whack that in there. Now normally, if you do want to just cook it in the pot, it takes about an hour if you're cooking it that way. We had so much meat, it was nearly 2 kilos. So we're going to leave it in the oven at 200 for about an hour and a half. Come back and you wait to see how good this is going to be. Alright, well it has been quite a while later. Been for a swim at the beach, relaxing. But it's time to take it out and I'll just do a quick taste test. Because this is for the whole family. And they're already coming out. I can tell. Oh, gee. I don't know how I'm going to get this out without burning myself. Oh, gee, that's heavy. Oh, mate. Oh, wow. That looks awesome. Look at that meat on top and it's fully crispy and I'm sure down here there's plenty of gravy. Oh wow, this is going to be delicious. And look at that eggplant, it's just dissolved. Okay, well how about we give it a stir. We need to get this gravy all over the vegetables. Oh yeah, look at this gravy, it looks amazing. Oh wow. All right, well now's the time. We take out all the leaves and the foliage here. Cast it aside, or you can maybe make something else with it. Who knows? Totally up to you. But I reckon it's time. See what this tastes like. Oh man. That is so good. That meat is so tender, it's so delicious. If you're going to have a massive party or want to impress some people, give the old Rendang a go. It's so easy to do and I'm sure you're going to love it. Now if you want to really make it pop, just squeeze some fresh lime over the top before serving. Sister, it's going to make it taste real good. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. See you then.
Ooh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where the food is pink and licking. Ooh yeah.